All right, we have a few selections for you tonight. Our first piece is called First Winter Suite. It is a 4-movement piece. Believe me, they're very short movements. It's okay. I know when people see 4 movements, they get a little alarmed. It's okay. The first one is called Seasoned Sounding Fanfare. And that's going to be our opener. I'll save the rest as a surprise. So did they cut you off guard on that one a little bit? I think that's their favorite piece just because they get to scream. All right, our next piece, taking a totally different turn, is from a very serious composition that's very well known this time of year. It is the excerpt from the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker Suite. So that was probably the hardest piece in their folder. And I think what makes it deceptive is that it's such a familiar tune. But there were so many notes in there that they didn't know and they had to learn new fingerings for. So that was definitely a very hard piece of music, even though we are all familiar with it. Our next piece, I threw them a little curveball. I originally planned 3 pieces for the concert, and about the week before Thanksgiving I thought, hey, they've really got this. Let's try another one. So I pulled out Christmastide, and we started it, and I thought they did pretty well. And I really hoped they'd go home over Thanksgiving vacation and practice a lot, and I'm not sure that happened. But we're gonna play it for you anyway. They have come a long way in just 2 weeks. So you have to realize they haven't had this piece of music all that long, and we've only rehearsed it 3, 4 times? So, this is Christmastide. Before we play our last piece, a little bit about middle school band. We meet pretty much twice a week, if we're lucky, either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, which means there's a whole lot of days, sometimes in between when I see them. So sometimes we get a piece really great on a Thursday, and then I don't see them again until Monday, and we lose a little bit. They are hard workers, and believe it or not, we have several new musicians who decided to join band in 6th grade this year. If you're a new musician, please stand up. If you're new to band this year, please stand up. There are several of them. Wave your hand back there, Gus. Wave your hand down. So for these individuals, this is their first concert. Our last piece is another really exciting one. I will warn you, there is an air raid siren in it, so you don't need to evacuate the building when you hear that. It's part of the number. Percussion, if you could come out all to the front of the stage. You get hidden back there sometimes that they can't even see you. Percussion, come on forward. Come on out, don't hide, I know. They make all these wonderful sounds that make us sound good. Come on forward, percussion.
So you have a huge round of applause for Mrs. Flook and 6th grade band. And also the 4th and 5th grade band. So if you don't know me, I'm Mr. Hewitt. I'm the high school and 7th and 8th grade band director. I also conduct the jazz band and the marching band here at the high school. I want you to know that nothing that happened up on stage tonight was a small deal. This was a huge deal. No professional musician starts perfectly. Nobody comes out of the womb playing the flute. It takes time and practice to get to where we are now and beyond. So in order for the high school program to be where it is, all of you 4th, 5th, and 6th graders have to keep practicing and getting better. And every year you practice and get better, the closer you get to playing even more awesome music. So thank you so much, Mrs. Flook. Yes, and thank you to the 4th, 5th grade, and 6th graders who rocked tonight. That was fantastic.